So we're going to go over flexibility. Jenny's going to demonstrate the 5 major poses that we want you guys to do. We're going to start off with wide stance, forward flexion. If you can notice, Jenny's toes are pointing forward and are double shoulder width. She has a slight bend in her knees, so her knees are in line with her toes. And she has a nice long straight line from her fingertips all the way through her tailbone. You should feel the stretch in your hamstrings, your groins. You really want to space out your knees, and you're going to feel it behind your shoulders as well. So as you can see, she's spreading out her fingers. She's trying to get her armpits and her biceps in line with her ears. And from the back side, you can see she's really putting some weight on the outside of those heels to really stretch out the inside of her thighs. Now Jenny's going to transition to Warrior 1 pose. She wants to say shoulder width distance with her feet, both toes pointing forward. She's going to raise her knee off the floor about 1 inch to 6 inches. She wants to be nice and long again from her fingertips all the way down through her knee. She also wants to make sure that that forward knee is not caving in. So that left knee in this instance should be right above the left ankle. Now she's going to switch up. She's going for a 10-second hold on each side. And again, look at how her joints are stacked. Nice and supported. You don't want to lean too far forward so that your knee is ahead of your toe. You want to stack it up. Nice and long from the fingertips all the way through the knee. Really trying to get those biceps in line with the ears. So really bring your hands back. And even from the back side, you can see the foot that is on the back side, it's still pointing forward. Both hips are pointing forward as well. This is Warrior 1. Next, Jenny's going to demonstrate for us Prone Mountain. So Prone Mountain, you want to keep your toes on the floor, bring your hands around to your hips, squeeze through your glutes and your hamstrings to raise your upper body. So you don't want to bend on your spine, you want to really squeeze through your backside to lift up your upper body. This is a great stretch for the front side of your abdomen, your shoulders, and also to strengthen up your lower back, your glutes, and your hamstrings. Again, your toes are staying on the floor, and you want to squeeze as hard as you can. The next pose Jenny's going to demonstrate is Downward Dog. So Downward Dog, you're really stretching out the whole back side of your body. Your hands are shoulder width distance, elbows are locked out. You want to raise your hips to the sky and ideally drop your heels to the floor. As you can see, she's really stretching out the backside of her legs all the way through her calves, her thighs, glutes, and even her upper body of her shoulders. So a nice inverted V. Jenny's really good at this, but ideally get as close to that V as possible. And if you feel any strain behind your knees, you can bend your knees, that's fine. But try to get that stretch all the way through the backside. And the last pose that we want you guys to do is the bridge. So bring your feet 4 to 6 inches apart. Raise your hips as far as your shins shift forward. Your heels should be right where your fingertips are ending. Both toes are pointing forward. And you're really putting the weight on the heels of those feet. So as you can see, Jenny's really squeezing through her glutes, her hamstrings, her lower back. And she has a nice straight line all the way from her knees through her shoulders. Real strong and solid. Make sure one hip is not dropping more than the other and that they're nice and in line. As you can see, Jenny's knees are not caving in. Her knees are in line with her thighs. So she's getting nice proportion, good stretching and strengthening on the backside. And then when you guys are done, we guys want you to relax out of the poses. Straighten out your legs, shake them out, spread your arms and just relax.